just put in here with Shawn James from my Self Reliance, and we are trying to track down the elusive brook trout. We're day tripping, and we got to get into the backcountry on a lake that we have suspicions on it holding some good trout, and we got to be back in the same day. It's probably about 8 in the morning right now, but man, it feels awesome to be on the water. Basically, we're going to be feeding the black flies today because the bugs are out, so it's going to be like the kind of day where you're getting sunburned and tortured by black flies. But if that comes with a brook trout, well, then I'm all good with that. Oh, chunker right here, Shawn. Woo. Oh, it's fighting pretty good. Bass again. Small one, but feels big. Well, first 2 casts, 2 fish. Unfortunately, not a species that's in season. A little bass here. Which we will beautifully release and move on. Fish are biting though, it's exciting. Gotta run this beaver dam. I think what the play is at the base of this rapid, eh? Yeah, probably. At least my audience doesn't think I'm crazy.
So just editing it like that.
Trying to,
You know what I mean?
yeah, that's cool. gorgeous, eh?
On the boat, this park, you know.
Get the f out of here. Nice fish, bud.
One little cast.
I was gonna take a cast here, and I'm like, no, I'll get the boat first. I knew it. I was just like, this is the play. Like, just bait to the falls. Look at that. That's a bruiser, too. As suspected, we thought there'd be some fish at the base of this rapid. Sure enough, there is. Shawn hammers one. First cast. Looks like it's over a pound anyways.
They ain't really sure, but look how fat he is.
Yeah. Now the pressure's on me, Shawn. So far so good, but not so much for old Jim. Shawn catches a tank and I get snagged. And I asked Shawn what he brought for lunch and he said skill. So starting to feel definitely happy for Shawn, but sort of like a raging sense of insecurity. Am I good enough? Am I a worthwhile person? So only time will tell.
Yeah, we have something for lunch, something we can cook.
Yeah. I like that you said we.
Yeah, I'm like that.
Oh, just pulled away from the portage. Trying to get my snag out. So frustrating to get a snag when everyone else is catching fish right in your face and you're just sitting there on their snag. Gotta keep that positive attitude. Positive attitude is what fishing is all about. It has nothing to do with anything else. What's that? Kind of a different way of fishing too, because you're sort of hiking, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. I was not expecting this portage. I didn't look at the map, and it's been probably about, I don't know, 12 years since I've been in here. So I didn't tell Shawn about this. This was my idea to get in here. So far it's proved to be more fruitful for him, but yeah. So it's gonna be 3 portages, which means 6, because we gotta come back the same way, but they're easy and nice and wide, and amazingly the bugs aren't hammering us, probably because we're moving. As soon as we kind of stay in one place for a while they come out, but not bad so far. You can see here on the Portage trail, this section of birch tree has been peeled, and I would say that's definitely to make a moose call. And you can tell it's been done a while ago. As long as you don't take the cambial layer, it doesn't kill the tree. But and it grows back like that. You can tell that's been was taken quite some time ago. There's another example here. It's a bass that's out of season. Oh, three pounds. Yeah. Beauty, dude. Be a female though, eh? It might be not ready, not have
Not spawned yet, it's too early.
yeah.
Oh, I should have got that over there.
Drag's a little loose.
Fat. Fat.
It is. Look, they're just feeding like crazy around here.
I think it's... I feel bad if I catch the other, I'll probably cut it off if I get one on that one.
Apparently, they go back to the nest more than we thought.
That's why I got a hold of it.
There's like a bunch of 5-pounders right here.
Yeah, I know.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hitting little spots like this going through some lakes and some Algonquin, and the season's open now there, right?
That's what all those must be too, not bass up there. It's actually right.
Hitting.
Yeah.
Lost today, smallmouth?
No, it's up there. Is it?
Fuck, what the hell is that?
Looks like a lake trip, doesn't it?
No, the scales are too big. Maybe it's just a bass.
It looks like what it was by. Now it looks too much.
This is exciting.
Yeah.
It's like a Cisco or something.
That would be cool.
Yeah, like a herring or something.
Really? That would be cool.
Yeah, like a herring or something.
Really cool, right?
I don't know. If I could land the
Yeah, that's a whitefish.
whitefish.
That is awesome, man.
No, I don't want to get my hand snagged on the.
That's cool.
Me.
Did he go for it, I wonder, or did it?
I hit it, yeah.
He did,
Just lost the fish, did the stupid amateur move of grabbing the line and quickly trying to boat it because we don't have a net. And what you should do in that situation is lift the boat in, because your rod kind of acts as a shock absorber. Because if the fish moves at all and you're holding the line, it'll just snap it. There's like a bunch of 5-pounders right here.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, I think so. I'm gonna have to go to shore to land this, dude. They like the worm, eh, Shawn? Yeah, worm on a Mets. Not even one of the big ones. I'm gonna have to go to shore to land them. Okay.
Yeah.
Whitefish. Secret pro tip. Pro tip.
Well, let's figure it out.
So yeah, whitefish. All right, I'm gonna try to beach him here. There she goes. Yeah. Right, yeah. Look at that. That's a pretty nice fish, eh?
Yeah.
You want me to throw it on the stringer?
Yeah. Question is whether we want to take them home or cook them here on shore. And if we do we want to take them with us to a campsite?
Crazy mixed bag here. Just had a whitefish on and just a school of absolute tanks. And already got a brook trout, so we're getting some action. Caught some bass, but definitely trying to avoid them. The season's not open, and so we released them quickly. But yeah, interesting, and we're not making distance as fast as we wanted to get into another backcountry lake from here because the fishing's been pretty good. So anyways, yeah, good times. Nice day so far. There's some in there that must be 5 pounds. You know what happened? I reached to put turn my GoPro on, and I lost tension.
Yeah, they must be coming in and out.
Yeah, I don't think there's one school. Got a big one on here. I'm gonna have to go to shore again. Thing's a tank. This is a sucker.
So keep that for me too if you don't mind.
Yeah. Do you want it?
Yeah. Now I got a big bass on.
Oh, real mixed bag, eh? There we go, Shawn, look. What about pickle it? Okay, well, the mouth of the river here after the portage proved to be a bit of a menagerie, and I'm dragging some fish on a stringer here. So we got 2 whitefish and a sucker, and we caught and released I think 3 bass. They're not seasoned, so we just get them off and release them as fast as possible, and a nice trout. But what we came for is trout, so that was a lot of fun, and we were just sight fishing. There are trout in this lake. We'll try a few casts here on the way back, and just kind of push on to our destination, which is going to be another portage to get deeper into the backcountry and see if we can really get into some nice trout fishing. Unfortunately, the morning and evening is when the fishing are best, and of course the morning is just when we're getting here, and the evening's when we have to leave. So I'm not sure if we're going to be hitting this lake at prime time. A bunch of heron nests here, so I guess this island is a heron rookery. Heron on a nest. Beside the island too. He's probably super productive there. Oh, you think so, eh? Algae, and then the middle's getting on the lot of nutrients in there. Yeah, so we're just cruising by this island and saw a bird land on it. Well, as we got closer, we realized it's a full blue heron rookery. Maybe not a huge one, but seems like there's probably at least 4 or 5 nests there anyways, and a whole bunch of seagull nests too, and birds coming back and forth. So cool thing to see. Tons of herons landing. Still sucks. Okay. Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't even think about it, but I shot it at my gun.
Yeah.
I was getting the gun for the turkey.
Yeah.
And all the minnows, size of the minnows and these things.
Shawn is cleaning up the beautiful brook trout that he hammered today. They've been real nice to him. And when all else fails, pack a peanut butter and jam sandwich. There's a bushcraft tip for you.
If I eat that, it'll make me soft, and I won't be as eager to shoot things and catch things. So
Oh, really?
I can't eat that domestic stuff.
I'm thinking that I might just fillet this one.
Access outdoors.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Bigfoot's not real, dude. Like, you know, newsflash here, you know what I mean?
I got one mosquito just busted me up there. But...
I was starting to get kind of picked at when we were back at the last spot where you caught the brookie from peak flies.
Yeah, black
Yeah,
fly.
for sure. That's not that bad.
And worse is
Last year was brutal, though.
on our trip.
No, on our
after?
trip was nothing, but I just mean last year as a bug year in general.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot that.
Yeah. So. Managed to dodge the bones pretty good. That seems like it'd be a cool spot, man.
Yeah.
Just to catch fish, you know? Who knows what would be there?
Yeah. Well, to be able to be here in the evening at one of these falls.
Well, that's the whole problem, right?
Yeah.
Is that you get in a little too late. Like
Yeah.
where when we got in was perfect,
Yeah.
right? You want to save that?
Yep.
Save a fillet to eat. So this is a wild turkey leg that Shawn harvested. So there's the Shawn's things, and there's my thing. Yeah, that's true, but we're saying that. Yeah.
I could use this.
The way you can do it is like this, eh? And bump it in.
Yeah. You want to do that?
No, I did it. I just flipped it upside down and bumped it.
That sucks.
Surviving off of it, you know?
Right.
But that's why, because it was further up than anybody would have thought it would bother.
Okay.
But yeah, this cooler is nice and cool. So that fish is gonna keep for sure.
Yeah, that's good.
Mmm. Oh, it's done so well. Perfect. I guess that's how you know it's done. It starts to flake like that, right?
That is really nice and flaky, that fish.
Yeah.
He's taking. It's done. There we go. She had a photo.
Better than the stock brook trout that I ate earlier. Just like, you know, I bet you the thick part will be perfect, eh?
Yeah. And actually, the rest is just like smoked fish.
Yeah, that's super juicy. Ever since I went on a loan, I just started eating the full head. I think it's delicious. The brain is like amazing. I can eat that all day, man. I remember after we did our Labrador trip, 33 days, ate brook trout every single day. Except when we didn't eat brook trout, we ate like pike or lake trout. You know? But mostly brook trout, like every day except for like a few, right? Like they're like, geez, I bet you're sick of that. And we're just like all look around, we're like, no. No. That's a cool place to go to fish, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty normal. The other way you can get in off the North Canal Road, but it's like a 5-day horse packing trip into the lake I started at. How do you get a canoe in there, right?
Yeah, true.
You know? Nice touch with the turkey leg, Shawn.
Yep.
But like,
It's like. Yeah,
and we're just So lunch was absolutely epic, and amazingly there wasn't any bugs over at our campsite, but we've just paddled across the lake trolling. We decided not to jump further into the backcountry. That might be a mission for another time, but there are trout in this lake, so we're gonna fish this lake, but more or less we gotta start heading back because we're kind of in the bush a ways off the roads. Anyways, the black flies have found us. Quite a few around me now. But maybe there'll be a bit of a breeze here on the other side of this island. Like, sure as hell doesn't look like it though. You got a diver, eh? I don't think I have a diver here. It's good though. So we've been catching our fish today on Mep spinners. I trolled with a hard bait like a minnow lure, but now I'm going to use a Williams Ridgeback, which is an awesome little trout lure. No. Yep. So Shawn has landed another 2 trout on top of the one he caught this morning, where I've caught 0. But that's okay, my day will come. And it's all just about getting out.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. I'm just navigate this whole.
So, took till the 11th hour, losing daylight and a ways to paddle, but I landed a brook trout. All right. So that's 4 today. Not bad, eh, Shawn, for being so close to the roads and everything? For a day trip anyways. Brook trout are very majestic fish that you often have to kind of travel into the backcountry for, at least in more populated areas. And there's excellent brook trout fishing around here, but because it gets fairly warm here in the summer, they retreat to the lakes and they're hard to catch. So when you catch one, you really feel like, you know, like you got, like you're doing good, you know, you feel good about yourself. So great day, just making our way out, coming through this kind of black spruce swampy forest, tons of nesting ducks, lots of wildlife today, 4 trout, lots of fish, awesome day, couldn't have been more perfect, no wind, nice and hot, and somehow the bugs didn't get us too bad, which I think for whatever reason we just got lucky. So awesome day to be out catching some trout.
Bass. That's where you got the bass?
Yeah. I just got a bite here.
Yeah, me too. I just lost one.
Yeah, maybe 2. Good 2 anyways.
This day trip into the Algonquin Backcountry was fairly arduous by most people's standards, and with overnight camping banned and the park only recently opening for day use due to COVID, any would-be backcountry travelers are forced to go in and back in a single day. This has restricted the flow of people into the park. The ecosystem seemed to be in balance, and it looked like the wildlife and fish had had little recent human interaction. With far less people having traveled through this area this year than most, the backcountry had a feeling of being pristine and untouched. As bad as the COVID crisis has been, I still feel lucky that I got the chance to witness this area in such a state.